Good morning, YouTube. Louie here with the best silver gold deals of Friday, July 11th, 2025. And what a day it is. Wow, let's take a look here. We got gold up $20 to 3,343 and silver up 52 cents to 37.47 spot price. In the futures market, 38.38. Look at that differential there. Futures moving like a rocket ship now. People talking about 40 already. GSR broke below that all-important 90 level, and here it is solidly at 89. There is the chart, and there is the breakdown, and that is very, very good for silver. The 10-year yield is up today, 0.039 to 4.385, and people must be expecting, maybe a little higher inflation coming up next week. And the dollar is also up a 0.25% to 97.839. It may run out of steam here, but right now we have a counter-trend rally going on in relation to the declining dollar, which has dropped like a rock. Interesting that metals are bucking the trend of the higher dollar and the higher 10-year. Copper is, for the day, is oh God, what is this nonsense? Hold on one second. Where's my copper chart? All I wanted was a one-day chart. And copper down 12 cents this morning, trying to get you a longer chart here. So digesting some of that gigantic move the other day, 5.51 in the copper market. And this was not what I wanted, and here we go. And now, what is this? Platinum. Okay, platinum up $25 to 1,427, and just likes that 1-4 handle, I suppose. If we get a 5-year chart, you can see what a exponential move that was in the copper market. If that happens to silver, look out. Okay, and commodities, I told you I picked up the DBB, the base metal fund, and that is up 14 cents this morning. Let's see if we can get a little longer chart. And that's going well, although, up almost 1% this morning to 1937. I think I picked it up at 1916. Yes, I do play in the paper markets. Don't hate me for it. Okay, and here we go in the economic calendar today. We have the U.S. federal budget. Well, we know that's not pretty. Next week, on Monday, we will have nothing. On Tuesday, CPI. On Wednesday, PPI. And on Thursday, initial jobless claims. So we're not getting a smackdown Friday, and we could have much higher metal prices over the weekend, and then watch out for next week as well. All I would say is hold on tight. Don't let them shake you out here. Okay, in the pre-markets, we're back to extreme greed at 76 on the Fear Greed Index. Dow futures down 264, S&P down 32, NASDAQ futures down 99 as more tariff drama unveils itself. Okay, on to the deals. We'll just do a few this morning because everything is more expensive. We'll start with itty bitty gold, 1/100th cowboy, $43 over at SD bullion. And moving on to a 1/10th gold eagle, that is $375 at Summit Metals. A 1/4 ounce gold eagle is $872 at bullion exchanges. A 1/2 ounce gold eagle is $1,725 at bullion exchanges. A 1 ounce gold eagle is $3,384 at bullion exchanges. Still a very nice price. Everything is BU unless they say otherwise. The buffalo is pretty pricey in the 3,400s. If you are a newbie with a lot of money, you may want to just pick this up, and then you'll have your gold, and you can start playing with silver. This is a 1.85 total weight of proof gold eagles, 6,363. Divide that by 1.85, and you'll see that that is pretty darn close to spot for mostly fractional gold there. Skip the maples this morning and do a Krugerrand. A Krugerrand can be had for $3,359 at bullion exchanges. Nothing wrong with that at all. I'm just going to move on here. You don't even want to know what platinum costs. Okay, you can still get your free gold back over at APMEX if you pay too much for your Silver Eagle. BU Eagles can be had for $41.31 at BGASC. They do indicate they're uncirculated, but you'll want to read their fine print. and not somebody I hardly ever buy from. But 41.31 any quantity pricing. Mystery Eagles over at is this Kitco? Yeah, those are 40.65 and they may be impaired. Okay, moving on. And if you got your Superman coins, let me know if you get yours. Mine are in the mail. Yes, I did take a run on Superman just for the hell of it. Okay, you can get a silver maple for $39.69. Prices will be similar for the Kangaroo, the Britannia, Krugerrand, Philharmonic. Pick your drug of choice there if you're not buying Silver Eagles. But when those newbies do move into silver, they typically buy Silver Eagles. Why? Because anyone they talk to tells them to buy Silver Eagles. That doesn't mean that you should do that. That just means that that's what I think newbies do. And you could, of course, just buy Buffaloes and Silver Eagles and Gold Eagles and be all done for whatever happens next. All right, and let's see. Let's just keep going here over to Costco. Their prices may be not adjusted yet. Let's see if they cleaned them out. Nope, they still got a little bit here. They got that silver bar at $400. If you have an executive club membership and a 2% rebate credit card, you'll get out the door at under $39 on that beautiful silver bar. I believe that's a PAMP bar. And you can still get a Gold Eagle for $34.39, pretty close to $3,300 for that Gold Eagle with those two credit cards. The bar, the Rand bar, the little elephant bar, is very, very cute, and you will be way under market if you pick that up. Again, you need the Executive Club membership. You can pick that up this morning for $130 and go right to town on that. That is Costco if you're buying this morning. Junk is going to be at spot or right around spot over at Monument Metals. Now it's 27.3 times face. Wait for those premiums to come back, guys. Mercs are going to be 50 cents to $1 more. Let's go over to Golden State Mint and look for 1 ounce rounds, and they are 38.36 this morning. Let's get out of there. Other bars you can buy, well, you can pick up anything you want here. Not too bad on the prices. 1,213 for a random kilo. Now we're going to get onto eBay and check the prices here. You're going to want a good rebate credit card. 3% rebate credit card will serve you very well here. A couple of ideas on my website. Let's do Silver Eagles. Silver Eagles this morning in a tube of 20 are as cheap as... I'm going to get you right to a big dealer, okay? Because that's what a lot of you guys want. Here is impaired. No, we're going to skip the impaired and go right to... oh boy, a lot of impaired this morning. Where are you? Where are the good deals? Let's see. No. I'm not seeing BU yet. We'll get there. We'll find one. Come on now. Here we go. 825. Who are you? This is a roll of 20 Silver Eagles. 10 feedback seller. We don't buy from 10 feedback sellers. Here's one for, 42 a coin. All right, that works. These are 20 BU Silver Eagles, and they are type 1s. They look nice there. That'd be 42 a coin and about 40.90 out the door with a 3% rebate credit card. That'll beat the dealers by, somewhat, maybe $1. Okay, let's keep going here. That's the best BU I can find. How about in a large lot for you heavy hitters? The impaired deal at Pinehurst, now I'm getting some mixed reviews on that. Some get some really good old stuff, some get some milk spots. So we're going to skip over that this morning and go to BU Eagles at 4,200. Well, I like that, and that is a big seller. Good feedback, free shipping, and they are 2020s. Ooh, they're type 1 2020s. 2021 is the year you really want for the type 1s because that is the low mintage split year where they had both designs. But this is a good deal here. They've only got one of them, and you can get those out the door for 4,200. 4,200 divided by 100. Okay, come on, equals 42 a coin times 0.97 with those credit cards I recommend, and that equals 40.74 out the door if you haven't got your Eagles yet. Let's keep moving here. Maples as cheap as $9.80. I don't think that was a deal we liked. Britannia's as cheap as $9.90. Kangaroos, tube of 25, as cheap as 1,029. Look at those prices. Krugerrands as cheap as 1,031. And so we'll go with 990. Let's say that is the best deal today. 990 on your chart puts you at 3841 out the door with a 3% rebate credit card. And well, I think futures are trading in the 38s right now, so not too bad if you're buying. And I don't know what to tell you if you haven't been buying, guys. Let's see. Junk in the trunk has been under spot lately. Let's get $10 face here and see if we can clean them out of junk this morning. Somebody who is asleep at the switch. Okay, mid-size seller, 100% feedback, $5 shipping, 27 times face, 26.25 out the door, and 26.25. Let's see if we can do this easily. 26.25 is going to get you a melt of almost there. Right here, 26.25 will get you a melt of about under $37 silver melt. So that'll be under spot this morning, maybe even 75 cents under spot. That was that one right there. Take that off his hands and you'll be getting a good deal right there. Only got one of those, I believe. How about a large lot of junk? Let's get past the holes and the slicks and get to the BU. $100 face bag, $100 face bag. I like, oh, Kennedy halves. Oh, Franklin's. Wait a minute. Let's see. Circulated halves, quarters, 27.51, 27.40. No, we got to go 27.51. For dimes, you may want to upgrade to the halves. You get some neat halves there at 27.66, but at 27.51, the junk is going for about $37.90. Actually, the smaller lot was cheaper. Go ahead and clean him out before he raises his prices. Okay, and I'll skip the Carson Cities and the Morgans this morning. But if you can't buy bullion today, you may want to consider an MS65 Carson City. There you go. They're usually about $500. Yeah, a nice one's usually about $500, $525 or so. That is for the future, for the kids, for the numismatic value. A cheap kilo this morning can be had for 1086. Oh, that's in Thailand. That's a 30-ounce bar. Let's get up to a real kilo, 1265. Ouch. Oh my gosh. Okay, your vintage bar of the day is 417 for a Phoenix Precious Metals bar. And there you go. Looks like somebody may have cleaned that, but you can eat some Kentucky Fried Chicken, wipe your hands all over it, put it up in the rafters for 5 years. It'll look great. This is currently 5% off at 417. You'll be out the door at about $40 for vintage poured silver. Very nice. Okay, cheapest kilo kook this morning is going to be $12.99. He'll take a best offer. Then you got your 3% on top of that. Let's do a large lot of 1 ounce rounds, $39.12, about $38 an ounce out the door. Not bad. Let's do a lot of 20. That is going to be as cheap as $7.75. That is a mid-sized seller with 100% feedback. He's got more than one of these. Looks like he has 2, and they are just buffaloes, baby. $7.75 would be $37.30. It's too cheap. Okay, let's do the real math here because somebody mispriced their buffaloes. $7.75 divided by 20 equals $38.75 times 0.97 with a good credit card. Out the door, $37.58 with a spot price of $37.47. That is buffaloes at spot, dudes. Right there. So, and you can get 2 of them. And it may not get you over your sales tax limit if you are in California like I am, but some of you guys that don't have those sales tax considerations can just jump on those buffaloes. They came from AppMex. This guy made some money, and he's dumping them a little too cheap. So that is nice. All right, and the cowboy rounds are going for 41.20, about 40 out the door. If you like the Scottsdale Cowboys, big old 100-ounce bar is going to be, let's see, 3,900 or best offer. Well, that's interesting. Small seller. I don't think I'd mess with him. What's he selling here? What kind of bar is this? I don't recognize that bar. It's a vintage bar. Offer him 38. Maybe get out the door at 37. I don't know. I'm not terribly fond of that. What else we got? Oh, here's a Strickland for 3,900. But this dude here will take a best offer. Matter of fact, both of these bars are best offer bars. Maybe you go in at 3,700 and see if he bites. Let's do a 1 gram gold. 1 gram gold as cheap as 120 minus 3%. How about a 1/10 random gold as cheap as 357? Is that a real deal? That is in stock, big seller, good feedback, and they are going to be rounds, not coins, if that's okay with you for itty bitty gold. You'll be out the door at 347, just about $100 over melt. Not bad if you think gold is gold. If you want to upgrade to a coin, somebody's got a 1/10 maple leaf here. You can check that out as well. Okay, let's move on to a 1/10 gold eagle. And those are going to be as cheap as, looks like 373.80. You can check the links on my website. I do appreciate if you click my links here on my website because that helps the channel. All right, let's go on to a 1/4 ounce random gold. And that's going to be as cheap as... Woo, don't pass it there. We got a Krugerrand for 888, and that is a big seller. Okay, 889, and then on that one, 25 bucks off, about 865 out the door for a 1/4 ounce Krugerrand. If you want to move out to something nicer, there's also a Philharmonic here. Let's keep going here. For 1/4 ounce gold eagle. Did I already do this? Oh, there's that nugget coin. 902 for the Australia nugget. 910 for a 1/4 ounce gold eagle, then take about 30 bucks off. Let's move on to, let's go right to 1 ounce random gold. How cheap can we get it? Not that cheap. Let's keep going here. We got to get up to, ooga booga 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 booga. Come on, let's go. We got to get over 3,000 bucks. Gold bar, 31.50. That is a scam right there. Here's another one, 31.99. What are you people? Are you zero feedback? Yeah, one feedback. I mean, you can see these guys from a mile away. Okay, and well, we got a maple. Got a maple for 34.42. Big seller, good feedback. This one has abrasions. 34.46, 100 bucks off. 33.46. That'd be a maple right around spot. And yes, it has been circulated. If you want something nicer, let's keep going here. More abrasions, more abrasions, more abrasions. Here's gold bar in assay, 34.75, 33.75 out the door. I don't know. I'm not thrilled with that. Let's go right to a gold buffalo. Those are about 34.30 at the dealers, and they're going to be about 34.30 on eBay. No likey. Okay, how about a 1 ounce gold eagle? 1 ounce gold eagle is going to be not 2,200. Let's get up in the 3,000s. 3,500. And that's going to be about 3,400 out the door. Better deal at the dealer. Okay, they're not giving away the big coins this morning. Let's see, Tudor Beast, if you want small gold, this is a sovereign small gold. 906 for a 1/4 ounce Tudor Beast. And I personally like the dragon. There you go, 913 for the dragon. That is a 1/4 ounce of silver, and that will be, whoa, I don't know what that is. That's about 36.50 melt. But then take, no, let me do the math there. Sorry about that. 913 times 4. First price is 36.52 times 0.97. 35.42 out the door. Yeah, a little bit of a premium on that, but they are collectible. And the 1 ounce has been not a terrible deal either. Just page down here till you get to a 1 ounce Tudor Beast. And you will see it is about, ooh, where are you? Isn't that interesting? What happened here? Whoa, this sort is all over the map. All right, I'm going to give up on that. Don't want to waste your time. Big Daddy Gold here, 1.21 ounces of gold can be had for 41.88, and let's see how cheap that is. 41.88 divided by 1.21, I believe. First price 34.61 times 0.97. And you will be out the door for 33.57. You'll be out the door right around spot on that. 50 peso is 50 degrees of beautiful. Moving on here, there's some stuff in my eBay store. If you see something you like, ask me for a friend discount. All the prices will be going up today. There are the bars I pour. If you channel members would like one, reach out to me at losinglouis@yahoo.com. A precious metals verifier, a vacuum sealer, and a way to melt those big bars into shot with the Devil Forge. Here's the Amex card, and I'm getting some mixed reports on this. Now, the Amex card can be used when you check out through PayPal. That's how you get your 3% cash back. Some people, it's not working for. Other people, it's working for every day. So if you have this card, let us know how it's working. eBay does not take Amex, but if you check out through PayPal, you can default to Amex and get your 3% back with this awesome everyday cash card. I have one and I love it. The only trouble is it caps out at $6,000. The PayPal card also works when you check out through PayPal and default to your PayPal credit card. I don't have any luck with this myself because I have a business account and they flagged me. So you'll have to tell me if that's working. As far as I know, both these cards are working for most people to get their 3% cash back. I like the Quicksilver card for other reasons. Here's a brand new card I just picked up myself. 3% cash back at the grocery store. Why did I get that? Well, it doesn't work on internet purchases. It's probably 1 or 1.5%. But this new Saver card from Capital One gets you 3% unlimited cash back at the grocery store. Now, the Amex card works at the grocery store. Where'd it go? It works at the grocery store, but you got that limit on it, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start using this new Saver card from Capital One at the grocery store, and I spend 10 grand a year on groceries. Sorry if that seems like too much. We like to eat. Anyway, I'm going to save my Amex card for my big purchases, okay? And that's how that works. Amex also works, I believe, at the U.S. Mint. And it works on Amazon, and it works, oh my gosh, I don't know, I'm forgetting here. The PayPal card also works at the U.S. Mint if you're figuring out how to pay for Superman, or maybe you're picking up that gold Superman coin. You want to default to your PayPal account and get 3% off on that. Quicksilver card has some advantages that it has extra kicker deals of 4% on eBay or Chewy or somewhere like that. So that's why that's a good card. And check out this new Saver card from Capital One. It was pretty easy to get. And that's going to be really nice at the grocery store. Okay, and former picks of the day. I'm not going to focus in on these today. You know that we've done pretty well on some of these former picks. And not to toot my own horn, and I'm not here to show off to you guys. I'm just here to help you. That's what I'm doing. If somebody else is doing that better, go watch them. All right, and let's see what else we got. The chat room here. Don't forget the chat room. I haven't been in there this morning, but there has to be a lot of joy in the chat room. People looking for last chance to pick up metals before the train rolls on down the track. A lot of people like pure precious metals. And Dear U.S. Mint, the laser, oh yeah, the laser privy came out. Boy, it is really unimpressive. I agree, Tex. That is like, could they picked up a stupider privy than the, there's my friends telling me they're making money. I hope you're making money today. I hope you have some precious metals today. If you don't, you may want to make a small purchase and watch the fireworks. And, oh, look at that, up 77 cents, 37.72, blasting through resistance like a knife through butter. And you have to thank our government for this with all the tariff talks and copper making its move, all-time highs, platinum making its move, trying to regain parity with gold. I don't think it will. Well, here, silver, which has been the obvious choice for a while, ever since the gold made its move. So yeah, we're looking for 40. That's all I can tell you. And 40 is just a number on the way to 50. So I can't tell you it's going to keep going up, but I can tell you I'm happy it is. I hope you're happy too. If you are, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to see more. If your friends are paying too much, if they're just getting into precious metals, go ahead and send them my videos and share on social media. Thanks, guys. Enjoy your day. It's going to be a good one.